So, what if I told you that you could trade just 5 minutes of your morning for all day focus and energy? Well, today we're going to break down a super simple habit that does exactly that. It can completely rewire how you feel from the moment you wake up. Think about it like this: your body is this biological marvel, right? A high performance machine that's been engineered over millions of years to just dominate. It generates its own power, it repairs its own parts, it even upgrades its own software while you're asleep. It's incredible. But what do most of us do with this amazing machine? The second we wake up, we try to slam the accelerator with a huge dose of caffeine before the engine's even warmed up. You think you're waking yourself up, but what you're really doing is seizing the engine every single morning. So let's get real about what that actually means. You know that groggy, foggy feeling you have? That's not just you being not a morning person, that's a mechanical failure on a biological level. That low energy, that brain fog, and especially that afternoon crash that always seems to hit around 3 p.m. It's not happening because you need more coffee. Biology tells us it's happening because of a fundamental signal failure. Your body just isn't getting the right message to really start the day. Okay, so what is this signal failure? To really get it, we've got to look at what's actually going on inside your brain from the moment your eyes open. Let me introduce you to something called adenosine. The easiest way to think of it is like metabolic trash. It builds up in your brain all day long, and the more of it you have, the more sleep pressure you feel. Then, when you finally go to sleep, your brain is supposed to take out the trash to clear it all out. But this is where caffeine gets tricky. See, when you chug that coffee first thing, it doesn't actually get rid of any of that leftover adenosine. Nope. It just blocks the receptors. It's like putting a piece of tape over a warning light on your car's dashboard. You're not fixing the problem, you're just creating this kind of hormonal gridlock that absolutely guarantees a crash later in the day when the caffeine wears off. So, how do we fix this? How do we actually clear out the trash and fix the signal? Well, we don't need more stimulants. We just need to find and flip the right biological light switch. Deep inside your brain, you have this thing called a master clock. And you can think of it like the CEO of your entire body, telling all the different systems when to turn on and when to turn off for the day. And for literally millions of years, this CEO has been waiting for one and only one specific signal to start the workday: photons. Specifically, photons from morning sunlight hitting your eyes. That's the signal. So let's just pause here for a second and be honest with yourself. When you wake up in the morning, what is the very first thing that your eyes see? Is it the sun coming through a window? Or is it the glowing blue light of your phone? And that right there is the core of the problem. When you're staring at a bright screen inside a dark room, you're sending a totally corrupted signal. Your phone's bright light is screaming at your brain, "Hey, it's high noon," while the darkness of your room is whispering to your body, "Shh, it's still midnight." Your body has no idea what to do. But here's the good news, and it's really good news. There's a super simple, kind of elegant way to do a complete factory reset on this system every single morning. And it only takes 5 minutes. That's it. Just 5 minutes to completely change the entire trajectory of your day. Okay, so here's the protocol. It is incredibly simple. First, delay your coffee. Wait at least 90 minutes after you wake up. This gives your body a chance to clear out that leftover adenosine all on its own. Second, go outside. I don't mean just look through a window, you have to physically step outside. And third, walk. That's it, just for 5 minutes. The biological payoff for doing this it's enormous. The morning light sets your master clock perfectly for the day. That simple forward motion of walking creates something called optic flow, which is a hardwired signal to your brain's anxiety center, telling it to calm down. And this combination floods your brain with something called BDNF, which scientists basically call miracle grow for your brain cells. Because you see, ultimately, starting this habit isn't just about having a little more focus. It's about a fundamental shift in your identity. You know, there's this old Latin phrase, solvitur ambulando. It means it is solved by walking. By syncing our modern lives with our ancient biology, we solve the problem of modern fatigue. It's that simple. This creates a really clear choice for you. You can be the slave, dependent on stimulants, always just trying to manage your decline, constantly fighting against your own biology, or you can be the sovereign, biologically aligned, optimizing your engine, and actually working with your own design. And let's be crystal clear here, the stakes are way higher than just getting through your workday. This is about your long-term vitality. It's about your hormonal potential. Here's why this is so important. Cortisol, that's your stress hormone, and testosterone, well, they're on opposite ends of a seesaw. A morning routine of phone stress and instant coffee spikes your cortisol, and that just crushes your hormonal potential for the entire day. But that 5-minute walk, it lets cortisol do its natural thing, peak and then fall, creating the perfect hormonal environment to thrive. Look, just knowing this stuff, it doesn't change a thing. Action changes everything. Your body is literally begging you for the right signal to start the day. So the only question left is, are you going to give it that signal tomorrow?